Hi, welcome back. I'm so glad you could join me here today. Today we'll be doing a nice little interesting painting. I hope you could follow along with me. Let me run the let me have them run the colors across the screen that you'll need to paint along with me. While they're doing that, let me tell you what I got done up here. On my regular pre-stretched double primed 16 by 20 inch canvas, and the same thing as usual, I add a thin layer of liquid white on top of my canvas. Now, I thought today we could do a nice little sunset scene, something just to play around with this. So let's go ahead, let's go straight into cadmium yellow. Good old cadmium yellow, a light touch. Let's come up here and just there. Just something nice. A feel good. This is gonna be a feel good painting. Feel good about your painting and yourself. There. Now, let's transition that color. So, I'm going to add slightest touch of bright red into my yellow. Slightest. Just to get like a gold yellow. There we are. Ever so simple. Now, let's go into a little bit of bright red. Just tap it out. That's too much. But we'll blend it out. There we are. Very, very easy. Let's blend the underneath here. Just a little transition. And let me go ahead and I don't know if I want to put crimson. I'm like going back and forth between that one. Screw it. We'll add a little bit of crimson in there. Can't have it feeling excluded. Slightest touch. Don't need much. Slightest touch, don't need much. There. And then let's go ahead and let's make a lavender. Little Prussian blue and alizarin crimson. Just a mixture of both on the brush. And let me grab some white. Let's come up here. Something like so. Okay. Grab a clean, dry brush to blend. It might seem dirty, but it's pretty clean and dry. It's just a stain. And just crisscross strokes. Very lightly. Doesn't need much pressure for this to work. And then go across. Okay? Now that we have our sky going on, just wanted to fix that. That looked a bit off on my end. Let me go ahead. What do I want to do? Let me add in a distant mountain or hill. So I'm going to go straight into mountain mixture and a little bit of white just to get that nice color going on. I'm using a number 6 fan brush, nicely loaded. There. Let's come up here and just there we are. Just jiggle the paint a bit. Let it come right off your brush. And all I'm going to do is scrub some of that paint in there. There we are. I'm going to grab my clean blending brush. Now all I'm going to do is pull it. Just to kind of make it more distant, more more faint in a way. There we are. Now I'm going to go back into Mountain Mixture, just slightly darker this time. And let's go ahead. Let's decide. Maybe there is a few little peaks out here. There. And just adding color. And just same thing. Grab and pull it. Just blend that out. Such easy thing to do, such delicate thing. Okay, now we have those 2 layers of mountains. Let me go ahead and let's add in some trees going on in there. So I'm going to go drag my brush into a little sap green and a little bit mountain mixture. Just a mixture of both until I'm satisfied with the color. You guys can mix the color to whatever you wish or like. And let's come up here and just tap them on. Just using the top corner of your brush. There. Make sure your brush is fully loaded when you're doing this. There we are. These are some tall trees, I'll tell you that. And just pull down, go across, and lift up. Make them even taller than what they already are. Now, it also pulls up a little bit of the mountains. I'll make it seem like there's trees growing on mountains. It's okay. Let's go ahead. What do I want to add in here? Let's add in a cabin. But before that, I have to add in some grass where that cabin would stay. So a little bit of phthalo green, and mountain mixture. A little more mountain mixture. That's too much green. That's alright, we'll make it work. You know what? I changed my mind. I don't want a cabin no more. No more cabin. Scratch that idea. I'm going to go in with, let's do a 1-inch brush instead. Little sap green, cadmium yellow, Load up your brush full with paint. Let's come up here. Maybe a little touch of liquid white just to thin it out. So look, there's my liquid white. I just add in a little bit of green. Wiggle my paint and push that paint into the brush. Let's come up here and lightly. There we are. If you ask me, do I have an idea what I'm doing with this? Not a clue. That's what makes it fun. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna use my 2.5 inch. Do it quicker. Way quicker. Trust. I think it just takes longer loading my brush than actually doing it. I've been using it for blending, but it's time this brush gets some action in the painting world. Little cadmium yellow. There. Little more cadmium yellow. And just very lightly. Very lightly. Tap in a little. There we are. Maybe a little bit in the back over here. A few sparklers. Now, let me go ahead and grab a palette knife, a little alizarin crimson, and a little bit of sap green. Just mix that up on my palette with my palette knife. And let me get a nice brown color, a little bit of black in there, just to darken that tone. And just add in a couple wood slabs just to make a fence. There. There we are. Very gentle. There we are. A little bit of white in that brown color. And just a little highlight. There we are. There. Ever so gently. Now, let me fix up the base of that. Just so it all looks even and together. There we are. Okay. Now, let's go ahead, cut a roll, and maybe there's a little pathway. I want this to be like someone's backyard. Whoever has this backyard is very, very lucky. And I'm gonna add a little more white to my brown as an extra little highlight. There we go. Shoot. Okay. Let me fix up that real quick. And just very lightly. There. Something going on there. And let's go ahead. Do I have any flat brushes available? No, I do not. This is the importance of cleaning your guys' brushes. Don't be like me. I'm gonna go into a little mountain mixture with my filbert brush and a little bit of brown white color. I'm gonna just add white. Okay. Now I'm just gonna design here a little water fountain. There. Just something there. There we are. Doesn't really matter right now. Right now we're just adding in that color of that. So let me go into white, and just that base color underneath will show up. Maybe a little bit liquid white too, just to thin out my paint. There. Just for now. I know I'm gonna change the color to a brownish, so right now I'm not too worried. As a matter of fact, let me zoom in for you guys so you guys could see this better. So if I could find out how to do it, there we go. There. It should be closer. Um, so I want like a water fountain somewhere here. So let me grab a little bit of phthalo blue. Phthalo blue, nice color. Little crimson in there. Mostly blue though. And some white. A good amount of white. And let's get blue. And a little bit of Prussian. Just to serve as our base color. The color is spreading. It's not sticking. Somewhere like so. Okay, let me grab that light color, some liquid white, and let's come up here and very lightly. It's not going to be the main point, but it's just gonna serve as something new to look at. Some of that brown color. There. There we are. Maybe you see a little bit of that brown popping up under. I'm not an expert at painting water fountains, so don't come after me. I know you guys could paint a better one than me. Okay. New brown mix. There. Something like so. And then I'm going to go into some titanium white and liquid white and just lightly. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point, but that's the fun out of it. Little sparkles. I don't know if it looks the best, but it's part of the painting now. A little bit of that grass touch up there. And maybe, let me grab a little bit of green, cadmium yellow. Let me just fix this before I do anything. What do I want to do? That's the question. Let me zoom out before I forget. Okay, maybe, oops, maybe there's some evergreen trees. So I'm going straight into mountain mixture with my fan brush. Let's just add in a tree or two. That'll help cover that up. And just using the corner of your brush, there. There we are. And let me just add in the second tree over here. Let me just load up my brush once again. There. This brush isn't the best for this. After I started, I regret it, but I'll stick with it. A little bit of liquid white, same dirty brush. some cadmium yellow, and let's come up here and just very lightly. This like a nice dark green. There. And let me just highlight this tree a bit. Maybe some extra grass is growing out there. Who knows? Just make up stories. Make up stories. Some cadmium yellow. I'm gonna add a bright spot and just, oops, need liquid white. Thin paint will stick to a thicker paint. Just remember that rule. There. Just where I think the sun rays would kiss this tree. There. And maybe over here that grass growing out would have a little extra light. And where did my palette knife go? It was the one that fell down. Just a little bit of dirt. There's a lot of dirt pats on this property. Maybe it's a vacation home. Who knows? Let me just add in a few little sparklers here and there just to grab that attention. And here and there, here and there, and there and here. Let me just pop up a couple bit of grass. Maybe over here we see more grass. It's just more crazy. And I think with that should complete today's painting. I know it's not the best, probably pretty simple, and something you guys always see from me. You guys want to see something new. I know I need ideas. I need to really put more effort, I think. But anyways, I like to wish each and every one of you the best of luck. I hope you try this painting out, even if it's not the best one. Try it out. It serves as practice. And until next time, I like to wish each and every one of you the best of luck with this painting, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, my friend. Goodbye.